welcome to my Thursday Live. It's so glad you're here. Okay, we have some fun stuff to do today. I'm really excited about this because, okay, backstory. So I was in pageants for many, many years, as was my lovely Megan, and who works for us. If you don't know her, say hi, Megan.
Hi, I'm lovely.
I thought you should say hi, Megan. So like young Frankenstein, hi, Megan. Anyway, so I was always trying to be less shiny on stage. And so I got super obsessed with powders that were foundations. And so I started using ones that were like for theater, right? But they are so orange. I will not say the names, but they come in big round pads like this, and they're so orange. And I guess maybe it's to like block out the stage lights. I don't even know. But so I was competing for Miss Washington USA, and I think it was like my second year. And afterwards they were like, I'm not sure what you had on your face, but don't do that anymore. Like, you look super flat and orange. And I was like, you couldn't have said something before. So that was one of the reasons why when I formulated this product, I was like, I want that thing I wanted that I have never, ever found. So that is actually the backstory as to why I created this exact foundation. Okay, so this is our, boom, and it comes in different packages. I also have it in my palette, and you can get it in a little palette, and it is our powder foundation. There are two different ways you can use it. You can use it wet, or you can use it dry, or you can use it in a combination. However, the amazing thing about this is it is a full coverage foundation. It's a powder, and it's not going to turn orange on your skin, and it's not going to be so heavy that it cracks and looks like I looked, like Little Shop of Horrors filming bad. Yeah. So we're going to do this 3 different ways. Not 2, 3. Okay. First way, we're going to use a beauty blender. Second way, we're going to use a blender, brush blender. Third way, powder blender. Okay. Way number 1, beauty blender. Of course, you're going to need some water for this one. You actually can also use this as a powder blender or as a powder puff almost, but I prefer to use a powder puff for a powder puff just because it's easier. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the side that has the wedge, put it in water, give it a couple squeezes, few squeezes. They will get bigger. It's a sponge. Don't freak out. And when it dries, it will get smaller again. I like to just like squeeze it for a couple seconds because I want to get all that water inside it. That is important. There we go. All right. So I'm going to use this one for wet because I don't actually like to mix my wet and dry. If I use a foundation wet, I use it wet. If I use it dry, I use it dry. I just find it works better that way, but you can go back and forth. Okay, very simple. Just like anything, you're just going to rub that across. Boom. Grab my little mirror here. Out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to do this side first, and we're still going to pat instead of swipe. But look how much coverage that is. That is awesome coverage, and also it matches my face. And I am right between a 120 and a 130 right now, and even then, it's still going to be great once I put on a little foundation. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. I like a lot of water. The more water you use, the thicker it is. So here we go. Go over here. And just patting, just like normal. You're just going to pat. I should tell you, one of the pleasant things about doing it this way is that it's nice and cooling. It's like hot in here. It's summer. It's very pleasant. So I share that. All right. How easy was it? Really good coverage. I'm sure you guys can see that there's a massive difference between this side and that side, which is the point. Okay, so now, since we're still on the wet side, let's go into our blending brush. You can use this wet or dry too, but we're going to use this wet. Same thing. We're going to put it in our water. Right. I gave it a little shake. I'm not going to shake it over here because we'll do it on my desk. Okay, and then same thing in there, just like any liquid foundation. So then this way you're going to swipe it on and then dots, just like you would do a liquid foundation. So swiping deposits it and tapping blends it. You don't want to do swirls when you're doing foundation like you do with eyeshadow, by the way, because it'll show. It will deposit unevenly on your pores. So pats. Pat, pat, pat. And obviously I've already done my eye makeup. So I'm going to get a little bit more in here. I'm going to do right under this eye. And I'm just going to pat right under the eye. Down the nose. I'm kind of making my line with it too, so you guys can really see the difference. Slide 1, slide 2. Big difference, right? Big difference. All right, now let's go into our powder foundation as a powder. So as you can tell, oh, you know what? That's the wrong color. That's 130. Let me grab my 120. Here we go. Here's my 120. Is that 120? Yes, okay. I have a powder foundation, powder puff. Same thing, like that. All right, so important piece of information a lot of people don't know. Your pores are very much like scales on a fish or a reptile. They actually do have a direction. They lay down, just like on a fish. So if you go up, you're not going to get the same coverage as you will if you go down. So almost all the time, we tell people, go up. Don't pull your skin down. This is the exception to the rule. When you're doing foundation or powder, up is actually going to give you less coverage. You do want to go down, but do it gently, okay? So, and you can also tap. We're going to tap and go down. I prefer to just tap, but I kind of tap and work my way down because of that. So I'll start with my forehead. As you can see, the coverage is amazing as a powder too. You're not losing anything. If anything, I would say it's actually a little thicker as a powder, especially if you pat. So if you're looking for the best coverage, what you're going to do is both. First, you'll do it liquid, and then you'll do a second dry. And here I like to, you want to blend. So when I'm down here, I'm going to pull it down just to blend everything together. There we go. Now I look a little white because this is about a half a shade too light for me right now. So let's grab our brush here, and I'm going to go into my handy dandy 165, which is like just the best color for just about everything. It's a great blush. It's a great contour. It's a great, what else do we do with contour? Blush, contour, bronzer.
Highlight.
No, you can't highlight with contour.
Oh, with the darker color. I was like, the powder
I almost
foundation.
said it too. That's what stuck me. I was like, highlight, contour, no, not highlight. Yeah. So we'll just add a little bit of color there. So this is kind of the opposite. Well, it's contouring instead of strobing. So if you used to color it slightly too dark, you could go the other way and strobe, add a little bit of light over it, lighten it up in the spots you want lighter. Either way is great. And I always like to do next to my nose because I just like to have a thinner nose. To each their own. There we go. And obviously I need a little blush. Let's go with, I'm going to go with the middle here, Rose Quartz. That is my go-to. However, there's always great times to use all of them. And my other go-to, if I'm tan. If I'm tan, this is too light for me. My other go-to is pomegranate. And this one I like back here a little further if I'm not tan. Because, in nature, of course, the shadow should be back here. So if you put the darker up front, it looks more like blush. But if you put the darker back here, it looks more like natural light. There we go. I think that was it. That was really easy.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Now you know how to do it. Wet brush, wet blender, dry powder puff, and for the absolute most coverage, if you want to be just matte and cover anything in the world, wet first, then the powder. And if the lightest coverage, by the way, is using a powder brush with the powder. This is your very lightest coverage. Just giving it a dip and putting it on like this, especially if you swirl, that's your very lightest coverage. So there you go. Darkest to lightest. Yay! So that is our pro tip for the day. Okay, let me remind you of a couple things. First, I want you to share and comment, because if you share and comment, you can win prizes. Yay! And we're going to tell you guys about some prizes in a second. Also, we're going to have a call to action in just a second. And if you do the call to action, you can also win prizes. All right, important announcements for the day. First of all, this is birthday month. Yay! We love birthday month. It's so fun. It is the absolute best. And we have different sales every single week. Let me just tell you that the lash of the month is Gala. And we obviously picked Gala because it's our birthday month and we like to have birthday parties, birthday galas. And we also are announcing today our big, huge sale of this week is 50% off the entire Element line, which is everything I just put on my face and all of our liquid foundations, which are amazing, and our primer. So we are really, really excited about that. So 50%, you guys stock up now. This is the moment. So many amazing things. We have foundation, we have concealer, we have full coverage, powder, foundation, and the blushes and the primer. So don't forget. And we have another big surprise for people who are begging for us to do this. This was actually not scheduled, but we added it in today because we had so many emails. The Alexandrite lash, which is the birthstone of this month, which is our birthday month, is going to be back on the website and it will be available. Is it back now?
Yeah.
It's back now. Is back on the website and will be available through the end of June. Yay! It's so pretty. It's a, what lash is it? What's the base lash? Do you remember? I think it's a...
Oh, it's definitely like a thicker lash.
Yeah, it's a thicker, curlier, not like a... Oh, we're going to have to look it up. But it's a beautiful, beautiful lash. And it is, it's a doe eye. So it's the same on the outsides and taller on the middle. And it is just a beautiful lash. And it is straight, not V's. It's so pretty. But the important thing is it is half purple and half black. So it's so pretty. And it's really subtle. It's like if you go out in the sun, people are like, oh my God, your lashes. And when you're inside, they're like, oh my gosh, I think there's some purple in your lashes. That's so cool. That's just like just the right amount. So pretty. I'm very excited about it. All right. So we have another fun thing that's starting, in July. Kicking off our next challenge for the Brave Challenge. Yay! So it starts July 1st. Please join us. You can always go on the Brave app and sign up for free and do everything with this, but to win prizes, you have to actually sign up. So you have between now and July 1st to enter and make your order for the challenge so you guys can get signed up. And then you can also join us Monday, June 19th at 5 p.m. for a quarter kickoff Zoom. So we'll be kicking off the next quarter and we're going to talk to our winners. We're going to talk about like how you do things. Like it's going to be amazing. Give you plenty of time before the deadline to decide like what you want to do. And we have huge prizes for this challenge, you guys. Like they'll tell you, this is totally worth doing. So do not forget. And also, if you were a last quarter participant, make sure that you have your results in by July 15th. Little reminder, because we want you to succeed. All right, it is time. Remember we talked about those weekly giveaways? Well, we have some winners. Eddie, do you know who they are?
Now here are our weekly live winners. Mimi Brown, Deanna Renee, Latoya Powell. Remember to share and comment for a chance to win.
All right, guys, we have some other winners too. And congratulations to everybody who just won. Our birthday winners, this is from our birthday live, they will also receive a gift card and, they'll receive a gift card in the amount of the flash sale they won so that they can get what they want or they can get anything they want, actually. And if you happen to be one of those people, just so you know, yes, we will honor the sale price with your gift card of the item you won. Just so you know. All right, our first mystery box flash sale winner is Jody Walsh-Rader. Woo! And our next live The Works buy two, get one free flash sale winner is Thaisa Ortez Burrell. Yay, Thaisa! Our next winner is Renee Joy Rodriguez, and she got the Live Makeup Fix flash sale box. Yes, so you got the Makeup Fix. Is that the Makeup Fix from June?
So she'll be able to choose one of the four from
You can pick-
March to May.
Okay, you can pick any of the four from March to May. She could pick June's though.
Whichever
Yeah,
four.
it's the birthday month.
Sure.
You can have anyone you want that we have in stock. How about that?
Yeah.
So Renee, you get any one of the Makeup Fix boxes that we have in stock, and Natasha Clark, you get the Mega Adhesive Bundle because you won the Mega Adhesive Bundle flash sale. Yay! Good job, guys. It's awesome. So these guys won by commenting, by taking part, by sharing, by doing the calls to action. All those winners did. So you guys, we have a lot of winners. Definitely check it out. All right, we also have our next Makeup Masterclass coming. It's kind of like what I do, but we have a lot of guest coaches. It's not on my live. It is through Eventbrite. And the next one is June 27th at 6 p.m. And stay tuned for the registration link. We will have that on this page. We'll also have it on the affiliate page if you're an affiliate. And it will be themed around our July Makeup Fix. So you guys can come check that out. It is a great way for you, your customers, your friends, anybody to just get some great lessons in makeup. Okay, I talked about this last week, but I'm really excited today because I happen to know that it has shipped from the manufacturer. Our collaboration with Real Fiction Studios is on its way. Only a couple more weeks. We're super excited. All right, so what that is, so our resident, super famous Jason Brooks, who played Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th, and he's played characters in bunches of movies, and he is a director and a writer. He's amazing, and he also co-owns Real Fiction Studios, and we did a collaboration with him, and we're so excited, and that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. It is a palette and a lip, and it is really great. It was curated by internationally renowned makeup artist Naomi Meacham Miller, and we're really excited to have it. So that will be here in the next couple of weeks. So, and he's super excited too. We're all very excited about it. So I'm just happy to announce to you guys that it is on its way. Okay, remember how I talked about that call to action? Here is your call to action. It is an additional way to win is, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm keeping it very scary. Okay, share the element sale. It's not very hard. I tried to be try to build the anticipation, but Eddie had already put it on the screen.
I don't think he was vibing with that.
You totally missed it. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, just share the element sale. That's all you have to do. Share it on Facebook, and honestly, if you share it anywhere else, we're going to notice
So
too.
it's a post that will be up on Facebook after
Perfect.
this live. So you just share a very
There you
specific
go.
post. It'll be pinned.
Share that
You
post.
can't miss
it. Will be pinned. Can't miss it. You can also share on Instagram, though, because you can share from Facebook to Instagram.
You can share the link onto your stories. Yes.
There you go. Share it on your story. Share it anywhere you want to. See how techie I am? No, I'm just kidding.
Get it, girl.
All right. So, guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here. So excited to see you. And I cannot wait to see you next week. Do not forget to share and comment. You can still do it after the whole thing is over. This will be up for the whole next week. So you still have chances to win. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.